Hello and welcome to Follow Your Coloring channel. I'm Mohsen with our 14th story of this series. Today's story is the story of the three little fish. Once there were three little fish in a pond and they were living happily together. Till one day two fishermen were walking by that pond and they told themselves the other day we would come and catch all fish in this pond. And then they went. Then the first fish was a clever fish, so it packed its stuff and then it jumped out of the pond and said goodbye to the other fish, and then it reached itself to other pond and then said goodbye. It went. The other two fish were talking and said, yeah, maybe the fishermen came, maybe they won't, so no problem, we wait and see what's happening. The other day, the two fishermen came, and the second fish, who were not clever and not stupid or lazy, started thinking, oh my god, what should I do, what should I do, where should I go, go, and then suddenly it started to think that it's better way to pretend dead. So it closed its eyes and pretended dead. And then the fisherman took and said, wow, that fish is dead. So they threw it out, and suddenly the fish jumped on the other pond and escaped. The last fish, the third fish, was lazy and stupid, and suddenly the fisherman could, because it couldn't do anything, and they caught it, and then they went home, and that story finished. This is the story. The message of the story is that we humans, we live in 21st century, and this 21st century, living in 21st century is totally different from living in 20th century. Rules have changed, and we have to adapt ourselves to the new rules. We have to understand that here some people, they think, yeah, no problem, yeah, we wait until tomorrow, things are getting better, and we can find a job, and somebody will call us and we work. No. 21st century was right. Yeah, people called you, and then you go and you went and work for them. People work for 30 years or 40 years, and they could start a business by themselves, open a store. But 21st century rules are totally changed. You cannot go and find a job. Someone came to me and said, I want to find a job for 2 years, but I can't. I couldn't find. I said, that's right, exactly. This is the certain. And they said, why? I said, because in 21st century finding a job is totally wrong. You have to create a job. Everybody, 7 billion, 8 billion people, they have to create a job, create what they can do in this world, what they can render, what they can offer to the world, to the universe. And we have to accept this mentality. But unfortunately, some people think, no, we wait for 5 years and 10 years and 15 years and 20 years, and then they say there is no job, there is no opportunity, there is not. Why? Because they're just like dinosaurs. You remember, dinosaurs, million years ago, they lived in the universe on the planet Earth, but all of them vanished forever. Goodbye. Why? Because they weren't able to adapt themselves to the environment. And if we can't adapt ourselves to the 21st century, we're facing a lot of problems, a lot of difficulties. And it's just like, what should we do now in this lake that is, all the time is threatening, no job. So the only thing that we have to do is constant improving. One of the greatest teachers, Mr. Brian Tracy, said, if you work 8 hours, you just survive. You go, yeah, okay, I work for 8 hours and then I came home and that's very good, 8 hours. If we work 8 hours, we just survive. We're ordinary people, just like the other people. But if you want to invest for future, if you want to, because there is no guarantee here, you say today maybe for 5 years you work in this job and then tomorrow they say, okay, we don't need you, and then you go home. And then you can't go home and tell your wife, I have no job, so I have to wait for 1 year, 2 years, another day somebody gives me a job. No, you have to do it right now. You have to find what you can do, learn more skills. So more if you work more than 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, and maybe 15 hours a day, you are investing on you're investing for your future. And when the fisherman came, you can escape and say, that's right, you're qualified for more jobs. So this is very, very important for 21st century, that we have to be this we have to understand that we have to learn with this uncertainty. There is no certainty in this 21st century. Today is one situation, tomorrow is changing. It's changing very fast. 21st century, 22nd, everything's fasting very rapidly. So, are we ready to change with this change or no? We just want to go back and find a job for 30 years. If we have that mentality, we're living on a wrong planet. Thank you very much for watching and being with us in this program, and joy to you and good luck. Goodbye.